Good morning, guys. Ooh, looks like I need to shave again. Yep, on the road. We're in South Carolina. Show you guys around a little bit here. This is my parents' backyard. I don't know if they want me showing you around their backyard or not, but sorry if you don't, parents. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk to you this morning. Oh, it's 46 degrees, so it's not super cold, but it's not warm either, but it feels all right. It's pretty nice. I've got an amazing zit on my nose, so that's cool. There you go. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about self-awareness, vulnerability, and growth. And the reason I'm thinking about these things is last night I talked about just choosing to have a good attitude and not being grumpy. And I got real insecure as I spoke that out loud. I was like, oh no, people that have known me as grumpy are gonna say, oh, he's always grumpy, he's always gonna be grumpy. And so I think that the very first step to growth is being self-aware. And yeah, I don't always know if we realize what our attitude's doing. I took that personality test a little while ago and realized I was like 3% in politeness. And I think that, there's some reasoning for that, but I'm also 98 percentile in compassion or whatever. But it's something that I'm really realizing I have to grow in a lot of contexts. Just to make people feel comfortable, I've got to be better at small talk and stuff like that. And I think it is something that I have been growing in and something that I need to continue to grow in. But that's a vulnerable spot, to admit that I need to grow in being, to plainly confess that I have an area that is a weakness and something that I need to grow in. That's difficult to do. So I just think that this journey of growth requires self-awareness. Simply saying, hey, what are the areas I need to grow in, and being real plain about it. I need to grow in the area of choosing to have a better attitude at times and to be kinder to people intentionally. That's that self-awareness, and there's those tangible goals, tangible steps that I'm going to take to do that. So self-awareness, vulnerability, being vulnerable to say those things, and that's where we grow when we can do that. And I think it's really important. I shared with you earlier that I get insecure about that, right? And I think that anybody in the process of growth is going to have insecurities. They don't want to share that. They don't want to be vulnerable. But to grow, you have to be vulnerable. You have to be self-aware. So that's my thinking for you today. And also, you've got to surround yourself with a community that's going to champion your growth. Maybe this is the 58th billionth time that you've tried to do this. Maybe you've gone live with something and said, this is the time I'm going to do it. And your community is just like, you know what, probably not. But you need to surround yourself with a community that really champions you in those things. And yeah, I'm just encouraging you to find that community that's going to really champion you, and also be that community that champions other people as they're growing, as they're being vulnerable. Yeah, just see that in people, see the vulnerability, see the growth, and just pour gasoline on that growth. Because look what happens when you're looking at someone who's being vulnerable and you're just like, I don't know. You're just kind of like that. That's totally demotivating to people who want to change and who want to grow. And if you're a champion of that person, you're going to help in their growth process if you are really championing them. So that's today's talk. And there's South Carolina. It's not super sunny today, pretty overcast. But anyway, yeah, self-awareness, vulnerability are the things that lead to growth. To be self-aware, you've got to be vulnerable and take a good look at yourself and realize the areas that you're not doing great in. And at the same time, realize the things that you are doing great at, and don't get too down on yourself, but take tangible steps to growth and don't stop growing. No matter what age you are, consider, what are the areas that I'm not great at. Don't allow your identity to be rooted in those things that aren't good about you, because we need healthy people. Something I've been thinking about lately is just that we talk about the culture. Healthy cultures are made up of healthy individuals, and so that's our responsibility, to be self-aware, to be vulnerable, to realize the areas that we need to work on, that we need to correct, that we need to just get after it. So that's it today, and champion those people that are being vulnerable and choosing to grow. All right, thanks guys, see ya.